The UK is warning about allergic reactions linked to the Pfizer COVID vaccine. At least 2 people were treated after getting the shot yesterday, but we do want to note that those 2 people have a history of allergic reactions.
Very important.
Yes, they're both doing okay now. And speaking of the vaccine, many people are wondering, can a place of employment require you to get it? And can you be fired if you do not get it? ABC's legal correspondent Dan Abrams weighed in on this earlier today.
In the vast majority of cases, you're what's called an employee at will, meaning you can be fired for any reason that's not discrimination, not based on race or gender or sexual orientation. So if they say that's a requirement of the workplace, that's going to be a requirement of the workplace.
There are exceptions to this, though. If you have a medical reason, and in certain states there can be religious exemptions. Jeff, what do you think about, let's say our place of employment required all of us to be vaccinated. How do you feel about that?
I think it's up to the boss, and I would be fine with it, and I would go get a vaccination. I think people stick these headlines, and I'm going to take Dan Abrams' side because I interviewed him last week and we're best friends now. But I'm going to take his side because it is up to the employer, and it's up to you if you want to work there still or not. If they say it's mandatory to have this because we want to stop the spread of it and be the masses, you have to get that, or you have to find yourself another job. Just like with concerts, we're trying to get people back. If you get a vaccine, you could come in this venue. If you don't, you can't come in here. That's the way it is. We keep sticking up for these little people who say, basically, I'm going to go back to headlines. Let me start this thing over. I'm going to go back to headlines. We sell this by saying the vaccine, people are allergic to it. And then we don't clarify what that is. We did on this show, thankfully. But this headlines that we have now, this clickbait, are scaring people away. They don't want to get the vaccine because of headlines like this. People are trying to sell stories. I'm so tired of that in 2020, this clickbait mentality. Start educating people with facts.
Erica, do you agree or disagree with Jeff?
Well, I think a little bit of both. I think that people have a right to take care of themselves and their family as they see fit. However, everything in this world is about choice. If you make a choice to take care of your family and opt not to take the vaccination for whatever reason you may have, and that's 100% your prerogative, but you also have the choice of not working for a specific employer who's requiring such, and I think that that is fair.
Yeah, I would just button this up because I know we're getting a lot of comments of people thinking that it's unconstitutional, right? Let me read the comments really quickly. Tia on Twitter says, no, this is unconstitutional. Tom says, it seems okay as long as the employer can be held liable for any side effects. I would just say I feel very strongly about those exemptions. I definitely am pro-vax here. I would vaccinate myself. But if there's somebody who is autoimmune suppressed, compromised, or they just went through chemotherapy, or they're pregnant, I would hope that they would be able to legally opt out and not be penalized for it. And I think we're all in agreement with that.
Yeah, and I think they do that. The government is doing that, right? But people just want to stir up trouble, and they have a job and they're perfectly fine, but they're like, hey, this is unconstitutional. It has nothing to do with you. You're not even part of this problem, but you're making a problem and you're stirring things up online. That's what 2020 is to me, and I'm tired of it.